shaped right now. Oh my gosh. I felt like since it was such a calm, nice, rainy day outside today, I'd do a little bit of filming, just chill out and paint my face. So before I do anything with my eyes, I'm going to start with my base face with some foundation and moisturizer and primer. For my moisturizer lately, I've been using the Intensive Moisturizer Balance by Dermalogica. To prime my face, I'm using my Hard Candy 12-Hour Primer. It's probably my favorite primer I've found lately. I love this primer so much because it does help my makeup stay put. My powders don't move, my concealers don't move. I can take a nap and it doesn't rub off. Y'all know I like taking my nap in my makeup because it's so good for my skin. And I actually lied, I have to cover my eyebrows first. I like to use the Elmer's glue sticks rather than anything else and cover them up with a little bit of powder, and then I'll go over it with some foundation. And now I'm going to set the glue with a little bit of my Fit Me Set and Smooth powder. I'm not trying to really blank out my eyebrows, I'm just kind of like trying to dull down the color a little bit. It's okay if we have a little bit of darkness showing through the eyebrows, I don't mind, at least for this look. For the foundation today, I'm using the Milani Correct Perfect 2-in-1 foundation, and I am the color Tan. Right, now moving on to the eyes, I'm using the NYX eyeshadow base in the color Skin Tone. I'm going to apply this on the eyelid all the way up to the eyebrow and blend out with my finger. I'm just putting a generous amount all around the entire eye area. It feels so wrong to put eyeshadow base on my eyebrow and outside of where I normally put it. Rebel! Oh yeah, I'm going to take it all the way out there. Whoop. I'm just going to set that with just a little bit of powder. I'm using Undercover from the Lorac Unzipped palette. And I'm going to dust that all over very, very lightly. So I'm going to start to construct the eyebrow area. I noticed in the picture that in the front part, like where the eyebrow begins, there was a little bit of an orange color, faded into purple, pink, maroon, kind of a navy blue. So that's what we're going to try and create with these eyebrows, and then we're going to move on from there. This is my Morphe 35D palette. So first I'm taking this really, really bright orange, pack that color on, and I am using the picture as reference. It's kind of nice to have a referencing picture when you're trying to recreate something that you haven't done before. Next I'm using this really hot pink shade. I'm just using a big angled brush for this as well. And these colors almost outline the brow. They don't really give it definition. I'm just going to dust that over the eyebrow hairs, but not all over the eyebrow area. So now we're kind of starting to define them with a little bit of the light colors and then working our way up to the darker ones. For the first dark shade, I'm using this really pretty purple. Fill in the brow. I'm just darkening the eyebrow hair area. To get it a little bit darker, I'm going in with this kind of navy violet dark shade. I'm gonna blend out the colors with this, it's like an eyebrow tool type thing. I'm using the bristle brush side. Now moving on to the eyes, I'll probably be sticking with my crown brush, this dual-ended crown brush, type of pencil brush on one side, and on the other side we have a nice flat crease fluffy brush. So first I'll be using this rose pink on the inner corner of the eye, using the small pencil side, kind of apply the color, and yep, I'm packing it on. This is a very blown out dramatic look, so it's okay if you just want to go a little crazy with it. And then using the fluffy side, I'll kind of start to buff it out, start to soften the color. Build it up as you go. Then we're going back in with a little bit of that orange color, kind of applying that slightly on the inner corner. Buff it out. And then on top of the inner corner, I'm going to be putting that hot pink shade again. And buff it out. I'm going to use these circle motions, gentle circle motions, to blend this out, because I kind of want it really blown out and blended. For the crease, I'm starting off with this lavender, this very light lavender shade. And I'm switching to use my, what is this? My Lab Just Blending In brush. Just a flat-ended blending brush. I'm going to apply this right in the crease area, I guess the crease highlight area. And I'm actually going to drag this kind of upwards, so where the tail ends here at the eyebrow, usually you end there, but I'm actually going to take it and bring it up to here, which I know is going to feel super weird and wrong, but I'm just going with blend, blend, blend. I'm basically trying to make a mask type of shape with this eyeshadow. If you can imagine, that's the image in your head. So it doesn't just feel like you're just like going outside the lines. Now, on top of that, I'm going back in with that really pretty purple shade. I'm gonna gently go over that. so I didn't know that the camera wasn't recording what I was just saying just now. That's really upsetting. But basically what I did was I used my crown brush, the pencil inside, and I just went back in with that violet purple shade. I applied it right in the crease area, and I applied it just where the edge of my eye is, like so. I didn't blend too much. Next, I'm going to be mixing that orange shade again and that really pretty purple, just a little bit, and using the fluffy side of the crown brush, I'm going to blend out that dark purple. Now I'm going to go ahead and start deepening the crease area. My victims today are again that dark violet purple, and I'm going to be mixing it with this really almost royal dark navy blue. Using the pencil brush again. I'm taking a little bit more of the blue than the purple. I'm going to apply that just on the outer edge. I'm going to wrap it around just a little bit. And then using my lab blending brush, I'm going to blend it out with that purple and orange mixture again. I'm kind of using circular motions too to blend it out, because again, I want it to be a blown out blend. For the eyelid, first I'm going to be putting on this purple shade, and then on top of it I'm going to be using a little bit of the dark, and apply it with my finger as well. And I love doing looks like this just randomly, because they don't have to be perfect. They can just be whatever. Just put color on, blend it out, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to blend those out just a little bit so all the colors run together. I am going to stick a little bit of this really light royal blue right in the transition area, just for a little added effect. I did notice that the pick did have a little bit of blue right here, kind of softly blended in. Plus I think it kind of darkens up everything just a little bit more, so not everything is just purple and pink. Back in with the pencil brush, and I'm using the hot pink, and I'm going to put it right on the inner corner. I'm just going to really pack on that color too. Now this is a really tiny eyeshadow brush. A little bit of a precision flat brush as well. I kind of use it for creams and a little bit of detailing as well. My hand is filthy from eyeshadow. I got the brush a little bit wet, and on top of those inner pink corners, I'm going to go in with this really shimmery, kind of rose pink shimmer as well. I want it to be really reflective and almost metallic. So what I think what makes this look really unique is the fact that there's a little bit of sparkle going on the crease and eyebrow area, which I'm all for. Just kind of plastering myself with some glitter, right? So I'm going to be mixing 3 different types of glitter, and I hope I don't sneeze. This is a NYX Glitter Brilliance. This is the shade 07. From my Recollections glitter, this is the color Paradise. Really pretty aqua turquoise. And last but not least is another Recollections glitter. This is the color Grape. A little bit of purple, pink, iridescent type of thing going on. I have no clue where I'm gonna mix this. Too bad. I'm just gonna use a little empty dish to mix this in. Alright, so we got our mixture going on. It's about 40% the aqua blue and about 60% the grape. I'm gonna apply a little bit of my Too Faced glitter glue. I'm gonna tap my fingers together a little. I don't know why. I'm gonna apply this right. I'm gonna apply this right in the crease area and just tap it in. It kind of blends into any eyeshadow that you're dealing with, and it doesn't take it off or move it, which I love. I'm using my flat-ended blending brush to apply the glitter. Just gonna dip in there a little bit. Dude, it looks like Christmas on this brush. That was an epic tap-off glitter shower of color. I'm just saying. A little bit of fallout, I don't mind. And I actually didn't mix the NYX white glitter yet. I'm actually gonna apply that on top. I'm gonna focus that kind of on the inner corner. Definitely glitter everywhere. I'm actually gonna use a little bit of the hot pink on my eyeshadow as well, because I noticed the color in the picture had a little bit of pink in it. So I'm gonna mix the purple, the dark violet, and the hot pink. A lot of mixing going on. There we go. That's the color we wanted. I feel like makeup is a little bit like chemistry sometimes.
If I mix these 2 things together, what do I get?
I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some false lashes. I'm using the GLAM by Salon Perfect. These are my favorite lashes to use. And they came with 5 pairs of lashes for I think $10 or $11, which I just was like, yep. So I noticed in the photo that there's kind of these like patterns and white dots everywhere. There's just eyeshadow all over my hand, y'all. Just ignore it. And it looks like they're like almost improvised constellations type of things. Like you can connect the dots of constellation stars. So that's basically what I'm going to try to recreate, is this kind of star galactic constellation type thing going on. And to do that, I'm using the Razor Sharp liner. This is also from Urban Decay. This is the white one, and this is called Bump. And before I actually decorate with the white eyeliner, I'm going to finish up under the eye and then, you know, do the finesse. I'm actually really excited to do the under eye because it just looks like a bunch of like eyeshadow under here and just fallout that just kind of looks super cool. So I like this look even more now because you can get a little bit lazy and messy. So the first shade I'm using is that light lavender color, and I switched to using my flat Urban Decay eyeshadow brush right in this area. Just gonna blend it out with a little fluffy brush. And I actually blended this kind of far down. Oh, look at that. And I used a brush that had glitter on it.
More glitter for your pleasure.
And I'm going to sweep that lavender color right under my eyes. Now for the front part of this under eye, I'm going to mix in with that lavender purple a little bit of this salmon light orange. A little bit more orange than the purple. Just since the eyebrow area right here is a little bit orange, I want to give a little bit more kind of a wink to it. So it kind of brings everything together. And then I'm just using a little bit of that hot pink as well. Kind of dust it in there. And then for the outer part of the lower lash line, I'm going back in with the purple and the dark violet purple. I'm going to add just a little bit of black in this inner corner and blend out the wing just a little bit, just because I felt like it was lacking just a little bit of depth. And I'm literally just going to be going like this with a little bit of that purple all on the under eye area. I'm going to bring those colors just a little bit on the inside of those eyebrows as well. And now we can move on to the eyeliner. I'm going to clean up any extra glitter or fallout with a little bit more foundation. I'm just using a sponge for that. I'm going to contour and highlight the rest of my face. I'm using the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the color Glow. I'm going to actually white out my lips too. I'm using a Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Using a little bit of my e.l.f. powder. I'm setting it with these two shades. I'll set my lips too. The rest of the face for this look was so minimal in the picture that I was like, okay, we can do this. I'm setting the rest of my foundation with my Fit Me Set and Smooth pressed powder in the shade Coconut. 355. 350. I like to set my foundation before I put on my contouring powder. It doesn't just stick to the remaining foundation that's still kind of a little bit, and it's not as patchy. Contour, I'm using my Sculpted face from It Cosmetics. I've used this for about a year now, actually. Just doing a light contour, give a little shape to the face. I'll contour the nose just a little bit, since it does peek out a little bit. Also using the highlight out of this palette as well for the cheekbone area. So I noticed even the lips are really simple, so you saw that I whitened them out with a little bit of concealer and then set them with a little bit of powder. Add a little bit of, this is the Amore Matte Lip Cream by Milani in the color Fancy. I'm going to apply it on my finger and just apply it just a little bit on the inside of my lips just to bring a little bit of color, but not too much. Like, even that was a little bit much. A little bit of the concealer again, pat it on the outside. Set it with a little bit of powder again. Okay, so now I'm going to apply some mascara and the false lashes, and I'll be right back.